My capstone project is on women in STEM fields and the gender gap that exists. And in this online presentation and in my seminar, I want to specifically focus on the discrimination that women face in those STEM fields. So there are several reasons for this discrimination. One of these is lack of support. Many women do not have support from family, friends, peers, or teachers, so it is difficult for them to pursue STEM fields because they don't have a support system helping them continue to progress towards those goals. Another reason is lack of resources. Oftentimes, men will receive more time, money, lab equipment, mentors, so they are more able to continue in those STEM fields, whereas women have fewer resources. The next problem that women face is that STEM fields are often dominated by men. It is difficult for women to want to pursue STEM fields when there are only men in them and there's no one that looks like them or thinks like them. It can be quite intimidating. The last reason for discrimination is the lack of role models, and I specifically want to focus on this in my seminar and throughout the rest of this presentation. So when there are no female role models, it can be difficult for women to pursue STEM because they don't have a support system and someone that can help them pursue their goals, and they're not able to look up and see what other people are doing and help them get excited about science. So for role models, these are often found in media and education. So I have a couple of examples of male role models that are found in television shows. So the first one is Bill Nye. So he is on the television show Bill Nye the Science Guy, which is a common show played in science classrooms. The next is Sheldon Cooper. He is a physicist on the Big Bang Theory. And then the last one is Neil deGrasse Tyson, a astrophysicist that is often associated with space. And yet all of these role models, they are all men. And then in education, there are a couple of different ways that role models are lacking in that. So with professors, there are not that many female professors in science fields. I counted it up and I have only had about 30% female professors in my biology major. And so that can be difficult for girls to want to pursue STEM because they don't have professors that are women and people that they can connect with and work with. Another part of education are what we are taught in the classroom. So most of the discoveries that we are taught in science classrooms, those discoveries were made by men. So I have a picture of Watson and Crick, and they helped discover the structure of DNA. So they were very much a part of those science classrooms and those discussions, just as Charles Darwin is with the theory of evolution and natural selection. So it's difficult for girls to be inspired when they are not learning about the discoveries of women. So there is this big gap in these STEM fields, and we are not entirely sure what we can do to bridge that gap. So an idea that has been proposed is that we develop more STEM programs to help girls get involved. So a couple of different ones are Girls Who Code and Girls Start. These help girls work with one another and build different interactions and connections, and it helps them just learn about science in a welcoming and friendly environment. And so these also just help girls be able to work with different mentors, and it can help them stay in that STEM field. So what I want to focus on in my seminar is how we can bridge this gap, and if we add more role models, if that will help girls since they have someone to look up to, or if that will not really bridge the gap at all. And I also want to just kind of discover what is going on with this discrimination, and if there's different sources besides the ones already discussed, or if there's something that we can do to kind of end that discrimination. I look forward to our seminar, and thank you so much for watching.